Making millions of dollars, and the victim's family have not partaken none of those profits. Took your gold, gave you this. Took your language, gave you this.
100% way to survive jail or prison. Don't go.
Build your credit up while you need credit.
Then 12 years goes by and you don't even get a chance to go up for parole.
Hey, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pam, man. This is Living Life After Life podcast with Banky Pam and Troy Catch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, the real Charleston White.
What's up, brother?
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, man, y'all got it, man. Shit, just taking it easy.
Yeah, man, you damn.
Texas in the building.
Texas is in the
first time in VA. I got a lot of love.
You definitely got a lot of love, man. You got a lot of love, man. And you know, that's one thing. You know, you performed last night. You was out there on the stage, man. That was the first time I seen you perform. You know, I didn't know what to expect, man. But you know, you killed it. You was a showstopper out there, man. It seemed like you was a natural, man.
Yeah, man. I'm freestyling. I have a set that me and Shorty, the comedian, man. Shout out to Shorty. We went down over a set, so I have like 14 key bulletin points that if I stick with this set, I got a great comedy show. But because of the nervousness, sometimes you forget. Last night was a lot easier because the crowd wasn't so up close.
Right.
But normally, man, when the crowd up close, man, you got this pretty woman sitting here looking at you. You got another pretty woman sitting.
Yeah.
You got all this, so you forget, man. And so I get lost in the set. And so last night was difficult because they took my crutch from me. So my props,
right.
my weapons that I use as props, that's my crutch if I can't remember a joke. I haven't learned how to tell jokes yet, so I'm just telling a story. So once I can remember my set, once I can remember how to tell the jokes and incorporate the punchlines, then I done found myself as a comedian. So I'm still trying to find myself. So this is my 14th show, and I haven't done the same show twice yet.
Oh, man.
Wow. So look, we in VA Live, and you was telling the story for our audience, man. Tell us. Who is Charleston White? Tell us something about yourself.
Man, I'm a black man who grew up in what I like to explain, your typical traditional single parent African American home with just mama.
Yeah.
I grew up in an era where black mothers, and this is not to discredit today's mothers, but we come from black homes where for the most part, most of us was taught right from wrong, and was taught wrong is wrong, right is right. If you do something wrong to somebody, you say, I'm sorry, you ask for forgiveness, you pray over your food, you don't put your elbows on the table when you eat, you don't talk with food in your mouth. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, thank you. So I was taught to have morals and values. We rejected those values because we embraced hip-hop culture. Prior to hip-hop culture, I was born during the black exploitation era. So I was born in 1977. Majority of the movies during the black exploitation era, we had Penitentiary 1 with Too Sweet. We had Superfly. We had The Mac. So most of the movies that we grew up watching was centered around almost idolizing the streets, in street culture, and at some point, prostitution was no longer shamed. It looked upon as being shameful in the black community. Pimps was elevated to the stature of preachers. Killers was elevated almost to the status of God in our communities. So we had Bill Cosby, we had Sanford and Son, but when rap music came, those images began to fade out in our communities because now we got drugs coming in. We got the elements of crack. So all that played a part in how I grew up and deciding what we wanted to become as young black boys in America. Yeah, we had Tony Dorsett. Yeah, we had Walter Payton. But what about the kids who couldn't play football? What did we want it to be? The kids that could play basketball, they had Michael Jordan. They had Magic Johnson. They had Isaiah Thomas. What did the other kids have? They couldn't play sports. Now you got the element of the gang culture is starting to spread throughout America. So Charleston is a kid that's a product of black American culture, infused with hip hop music, single parent homes, and no father. I had uncles, I had male cousins, but I've never had any male discipline. I didn't play sports, so I've never had any male instructions. I'm mama and grandmama them, baby. Yeah, I'm a spoiled nigga, so I don't take well to groups of niggas. I only hung with groups of guys because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be a part of something so I could solidify what I thought was manhood, which when I look back as a man, most of the things I was trying to solidify was boyhood. It wasn't manhood because men don't group together if they ain't working together. Men don't join gangs. Boys do. No grown man joins a gang. He don't wake up and say, man, I want to join. No, that's some boy shit. But we didn't know that. So my mother tried to teach us good morals, instill good values. She was a religious / spiritual woman, so she believed in Christ. She believed in the Bible. So we prayed at night. And she was the backbone of the family. Grandmother was a heroin addict, 30, 40 years. My grandmother was born in the 40s, not probably the 30s because she 83. My aunts was the crack era, so my mother was the healer. She was the one that tried to keep everybody together. She was the one. My aunt kids went to CPS, to foster care. My mama was the one who went and adopted them to make sure that they wasn't lost into the system. So her prayers is what glued everybody. I grew up wanting to go to prison. Uncle Wayne been to prison. Uncle Curtis been to prison. Uncle Joe killed somebody. Jeffrey, Naki, all the males in my family had gone to prison, and we was aware of that as kids. When I spent the night over my homeboy houses, Googie, which was my homeboy brother, he was in prison. His daddy, Sambo, Sam was coming home from prison. Keenan was in and out of jail, going to prison. His cousin Pritt. When I cut on the television, NWA starting to come out. Niggas 11, 12, 13 years old. They're just now starting to put parental advisory labels on records, stickers on labels. But mama at work. So shit, nigga, we sneaking Uncle Bootsy tapes. And nigga, we listening to all the at this time, homie, it was the first sound of gangsterism that was coming through the airway. Because on the East Coast, homie, we had Big Daddy Kane, Eric B and Rakim. They wasn't pushing gangsterism.
No.
That wasn't gangsterism. Curtis Blow, that wasn't gang. Man,
KRS-One.
KRS-One.
Poor Righteous Teachers.
Righteous
it was a
Teachers,
conscious movement.
Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
It was a balance.
Yes.
It was a balance to what thinking of a master plan.
Yes.
So it was a balance.
Yes.
So the culture had balance then.
Yes.
When it went to the East Coast, it wasn't no balance. It was all gangsters. So
West Coast.
To the West Coast.
Yes, sir.
So you think when I'm 12 years old, homie, we heard about strawberry. Nigga, we kids. We shouldn't have no awareness of what a strawberry was.
Yeah.
We had never saw crack before.
Yeah.
I didn't first see crack until the DARE program came about. But we had family members that was already on drugs. But we didn't have no awareness of it. So when we found out what a strawberry was shoot, nigga, what you think we want to do? Get us $20, $30 and go get us a strawberry as little kids so we can find out what strawberry is, the neighborhood whore. That's the lady she may be in her mid-20s, still look good, because crack hadn't started deteriorating the looks of people. Yeah. So these women who first got hooked on it was kind of like what we see now. The young girls just popping the pills, that's on the mollies. They don't look drugged out yet. So when crack hit, these was beauty queens.
Yeah.
These was niggas' mamas and aunties. And these were beauty queens, homie. And so here we are with kids with this knowledge that we shouldn't have, right? How to have sex with drug addicts. So this is our culture that we're dibbling and dabbling into. And so my mother wasn't at home. Man, it was years later before my mother would say, "What is that y'all listening to? Boy, cut that mess off. Come here, what is that?" It was years later before grown-ups started saying, "What is this?"
Saturated in your brain.
So, man, I'm a product of the culture.
Yeah.
Who mama at home working, doing everything. My mom done moved us out the ghetto. Home, I wasn't raised in the projects. I didn't walk out on my porch and see drug addicts.
Right.
I didn't walk out and see gangsters and gang members. That was all on television.
Right.
All in the music. What I started noticing is the difference between graduation parties. I think I was probably in the 6th or 7th grade when I noticed the difference between a graduation party and a welcome home prison party. Mm-hmm. Man, that welcome home prison party.
I had one, boy.
Ooh,
yeah, man.
You get yeah.
But the graduation party is So you're young. See, this is what people forget: the young, impressionable mind of a child.
Yeah.
Right.
You can say something, do something to a kid, and it's there for a lifetime.
Yes.
Right.
You ugly motherfucker!
Yeah.
And that kid feels ugly forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you can make this kid feel beautiful. Whatever you can make forever.
Yeah. Right.
So, man, we sitting back looking at this shit, man. Nigga Uncle Wayne coming through with that motherfucking briefcase. You see he opened the briefcase up, it's full of money. Mm-hmm. You see he got out a Rolls Royce. Mm-hmm. He got all these pretty high yellow.
Remember that ugly knot he pulled out his pocket?
But what sticks in your mind is how the family treats him. Mm-hmm. How everybody bows to him and kisses his ass and everybody. So you see this.
Right.
So you even see when he goes ugly and beats women.
Yeah.
You see nobody treats him any differently.
Yeah.
So you think shit, nigga slapping bitches is all right. Nigga Uncle Wayne didn't nobody treat him differently. Mm-hmm. So you start indirectly. I say this all the time, man. Children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. Mm-hmm. Just listen to kids talk. They gonna start repeating the shit they done heard. Mm-hmm. That's why when a kid is violated or molested, one of the main things they'll do is put this child in a room by themselves and allow them to play with dolls. At some point, a kid who's been touched or molested will start looking at the sexual parts of the doll. Mm-hmm. That's how they kind of figure it out, because children are going to mimic the behavior. Right. A motherfucking kid that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old that can fight and hadn't been in boxing, you know he getting beat on. Mm-hmm. A motherfucking kid that can take punches from another kid and still, come on, brain, that motherfucker getting hit on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is not normal behavior.
Right.
He built up a tolerance.
Yeah, so the young, impressionable mind, homie, so I started mimicking the culture. So when I went to school and I can sing songs, Paula and Janet, to make you wet in your pants, but to me, they just two more tramps with some good ass motherfucking pussy. And the teacher heard you, man, where the fuck that come from? Man, I'm singing a Too Short song.
Right.
I'm gonna get suspended from school.
Yeah.
Because I done said this vulgar language. When I go home, nobody's thinking, man, where this little nigga get this from? I'm listening to the music. Well, other kids is not hearing this. Right. So it propels me to kind of be a leader amongst other kids, because I can come mimic grown folks shit. Because my mother was always gone. She was gone to work. So that's the lack of parental supervision that the single mothers have to battle with. The single parent homes, the mother who have to go work. Kid is left behind without the parental supervision, and he's exposed to the culture.
Yeah.
So at that time, mama ain't got no pornographic books. We don't really get to see the porn books until we go to granddaddy house or go over there with Uncle Joe. Mm-hmm. And we got to go look for them. Mm-hmm. Now today, whatever a kid can think of that's at the front of this child's brain, if he can spell, he can type it in and see it.
Yeah.
So now he has way more access and exposure to shit compared to back. But I'm just mimicking the culture. That's what we got today. They mimicking this gangster culture that's all about killing. So there was a phase and stage to the gangsterism, right? It was full-fledged gangsterism. So a lot of the videos back in that time, man, nigga were rapping from behind bars. Express yourself. Nigga behind bar rapping.
Yeah.
Then you started seeing the chalk lines. In the 90s, you started seeing the chalk lines. The niggas getting killed.
Yeah.
The yellow tape. They wasn't killing yet. They walking us up to where we at now.
Yeah.
They done walked us up. Nigga, we done walked up to this.
Yeah.
So ain't no more dancing rappers, kid and play. Nigga, Big Daddy Kane was one of the most gangster niggas it was in a suit dancing with women around him.
Yeah.
And he never came off as soft.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So ain't no more dancing niggas.
And Public Enemy was considered hardcore rap.
More
back
militant
then.
because they were militant.
And they was militant, trying to teach the people.
Yeah, and they was bucking. They were
Yeah.
busting six systematic structures.
Yeah.
They had to divide Professor Griff and all of those guys. They walked us up to this. Yeah. So I'm telling everybody, nigga, I'm the kid that started out before this shit got gangster. I remember the ha.
Rapping.
I remember that, homie.
Yeah.
I'm the product of this shit.
Yeah.
That's how I can
Me
play this
too.
role. That's how I can play nigga. So when we got New Jack City, when we got Boys in the Hood, homie, it shifted. It shifted. When we got Menace to Society,
It was gone.
It went up and it pulled the gear down.
Yeah.
Because nigga, the old dog image. The old dog was King Von before
right.
King Von. That's the birth of King Von before he can come along.
Yep.
The old dog image, nigga. So nigga, every young nigga wanted to be old dog. Then you had the old niggas like Wack, who the character that MCA played with the young niggas. And nigga, it's been out of control ever since. The streets used to have structure. And a part of that structure was, homie, can't no kids come out here. You get your ass back in the house, nigga. So now, since about 82, 83, it's been boys following boys, listening to mama. And all the men been gone.
Yeah.
That'll tell a nigga, nah, homie, that protected Allen Iverson, said, nah, nigga, you ain't,
Yeah.
Them kind of guys was taken away. Only for niggas left behind to give kids dope sacks. Niggas sit in this trap. So that's why the young niggas today don't have no respect for no OG nigga, cause in they mind, nigga, ain't nobody ever told them nothing right.
That's funny you say that. Even bringing up Allen Iverson, like one thing I would always tell him that, yo, you better than us. Like you got an opportunity to do something that we don't. So you can't do what we want to do. And he wanted to do what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I just tell him, you can't do what we do.
Ain't no more big homies like that no more.
Yeah.
And that one of the livest songs I ever heard made in the last 10 years was Yo Gotti's song, Big Homie Rules. You hardly ever hear anybody bumping that. But ain't no more big homies that say, nah, homie, the nigga that took the case for Biggie in the movie.
Yeah.
In jail.
Right.
Ain't no more of that, homie.
Yeah.
You got a way out, nigga.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why would I bring you in? I got mad at my brother one time, homie. I used to take them niggas all kind of shit when he was in prison. And I used to foolishly do it. Him and my OG, them niggas could call me, nigga, I'd jump up on any Saturday and take them, and they'll let everybody in the prison know I'm coming. Let everybody know I'm coming. Say your brother coming down. They really put me in the cross.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they in prison. They don't give a damn. They just want what they want.
Yeah.
I'm the foolish little brother.
Yeah.
When I realized, nigga, they pulling me in there with them.
Right.
Man, I quit seeing that nigga. When I stopped seeing that nigga for about 7-8 years. Because I realized, nigga, why would they be pulling me
Putting
in?
you in that position, yeah.
Nigga, why? Yeah, so, yeah, I got mad at them niggas, homie. All my prison partners. Nigga, I'm the nigga, so, nigga, that's really what made me start fucking with the youth program. So when they get out, nigga, I'm pulling y'all out now. Right. I'm the nigga, when y'all come home, I'm gonna make sure y'all don't go in. Nigga, fuck letting y'all pull me in. So it gotta be somebody like that out the crew, homie. Yeah. It gotta be at least one or two niggas like that out the crew.
So where, tell me, you know, because we got this persona on, you know, social media of who people think Charleston White is. A lot of people don't hear this Charleston White.
Yeah, no.
But you know what I'm saying? This Charleston White right here is that's your foundation. That's where you came from. But in your words, what made the transition? What made you transition to what most people see and most people don't get a chance to talk to right here?
Man, I'm in the community. See, the game I got from Washington, D.C., from doing youth advocacy.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of niggas done killed a lot of people, but I never met nobody with life. Nigga, my brother got 99 years for killing a nigga at 17 years old. They gave him another 15 years on top of the 99 for a courtroom outburst. They ran a CC. He caught another 7 years for beating a nigga in prison and putting him in a coma. I ain't never heard life. And nigga, we down south.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one day I was sitting next to a young nigga that was 19, 20 years old. And he plea bargained for a life. But it was life with parole. I said, well, goddamn, man, what these niggas do to have to take a plea bargain for life? Because I don't think other than that is the death penalty.
Yeah.
So I said, damn, this young nigga took a plea bargain for life. So then I started coming to Washington, D.C., working with, I became a member of the Campaign Fair Sentencing for Youth. And then I joined, it's a youth advocate organization. It's called ICANN, Incarcerated Children Advocacy Network. Well, most of the people in ICANN had juvenile life without parole.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my first time ever hearing about juvenile life without parole. So I became very active in trying to get that law abolished. That's when it changed. Nigga, I did 7 years on a 12-year sentence for capital murder that I plea bargained for first-degree murder. My brother got 99 years on a capital murder. All my niggas killed somebody as kids. I did 7, but man, them niggas was transferred to the adult prison system. I did all mine in the boys' home.
Okay.
And my record was sealed. So I don't have no felony convictions. But man, all my niggas did 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 years for shit they did when they was 12, 13, 14 years old. The knowledge that I got in the juvenile system equipped me to do the work as far as youth advocacy, trying to change laws and legislations. It's much easier to create strong children. They created a strong child to grow up to be what I am today, to become a law-abiding citizen. I don't commit crimes. I'm very valuable to my community, and I'm an asset to society. So I was created in the juvenile system. Mm-hmm. Now here come my friends. We done grew up. They're coming home as being broken men from prison. Mm-hmm. Prison didn't they created a strong man in prison, but out here they're broken because they have to try to learn how to socialize, not just with their family members, but when they get in relationships. They got to find a new temperament out here. They can't carry the same, so it's a lot harder for them. And so what I found that became their therapy and was therapeutic for their transition to reentry is coming back, trying to create strong children, giving the kids what we needed. They got what the kids need. They the ones in the village when they're the ones in the village who can reinforce what the parents are teaching in the home.
That's right.
They the ones in the village who can redirect the kids when something is going on out in the village and the parents are at work or the police hadn't been called. These are the ones can redirect that because these are the ones that the rappers are really mimicking. And the children are mimicking the rappers.
Exactly.
So if we can put everybody in the category, and that's what I came to try to do. So this is, I'm saying, homie, I grew up with kids who killed their mothers and their fathers. I wanted to be a killer. I ain't never killed nobody, but I participated in a murder. I wanted to be a pimp. Nigga, I pimped, but I wasn't no pimp at heart. I wanted to be a robber. I robbed and felt bad after every robbery. But I robbed. I thought that's what made a nigga a real nigga. I thought that's what made, and I wanted to be a man. Yeah, mama, I heard what you saying, But I'm looking at Uncle Wayne. I'm looking at Uncle Joe a killer. Man, Uncle Curtis. Man, I'm looking at all these other men who are propagating what our culture teaches us. Nigga, they ain't propagating no black banker to us.
Yeah.
They never made us tell us, nigga, we can be a doctor.
Yeah.
We can be Ben Carson. Ben Carson was just like us. A nigga with anger issues, grew up and he almost stabbed his mama. That nigga turned out to be a brain surgeon. With the same anger, the same conditions, the same shit that every other nigga became a brain surgeon. So I'm saying, when I grow up and I finally understand life, it says one, and this is me understanding life. It says 1 in every 3 black male in America will go to prison or be on some form of community supervision in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Now just think about that.
Yeah.
1 in every 3 will go.
Yeah.
What can we do? Nothing. How can we stop it? We can't. We can go to any hospital, any maternity ward, and find 3 brand new black born babies. Say 1, 2, 3. One of them babies going to prison. It ain't nothing we can do because those are the statistics that they're telling us. It's set up for that.
Yeah.
It's set up for it.
Yeah.
So what can we do? Nigga, we gotta equip them. We gotta equip them so they can overcome that journey. So they can make it through whatever they gotta make it through, because we can't stop it.
That's what we doing on the ground. You just broke down our whole organization, Catch
Sure.
More Kids. Our slogan is to catch more kids than the streets, catch more kids than the prison, catch more kids than the police. And that's what I be telling them. Our kids need hands-on supervision.
Yeah.
So we on the ground because who better than guys like us? We got the scars to prove it.
Yeah, man, if a kid hungry, they supposed to be able to call somebody and say, man, I'm hungry right now and I'm finna go steal some. Nah, hold up, nigga, don't go steal nothing.
Exactly.
Here go $30. Here go $20. Go buy something for the household. You sit in the car, you stand at the door and let that kid go buy what they need for the household. That's how you engage him. Don't you go buy them nothing. You don't know what they like. Man, go buy what y'all want for the household. Man, I done seen kids go get milk for their little brother. I done seen kids grab Pampers. Man, why you grabbing them cereal? Man, my stepdad ate the cereal up this morning.
And that'll tell you this story.
Come on now.
You can read the story from that.
Come on. Man, I challenge everybody to do what I call a financial literacy male mentoring program. Go to a local project, a local hood, and get 10 or 15 wallets, and go find 10 or 15 kids. Put $20 in each wallet, and get them little niggas that wallet, and say, man, meet me back here in a week or 2 weeks. Whatever you save out this 20, I'm gonna match it. Whatever you save out this 20, I'm gonna match it, nigga. We gonna spend an hour together, kicking it, talking, eating. When it's time to part ways, how much you save out that 20? Mr. Charleston, I say $18. Here go $18.
I like that.
Mr. Charleston, I didn't say nothing. Man, what you mean you ain't say nothing? You done bought some weed? No, man. What you buy? Some chips? What? I was hungry. Ah, okay.
It tells the story.
Come on, nigga. So look, here we go do. Go on, go get some groceries for the house. We gonna start over. We're gonna start over. The idea and the concept here, every man got to have a wallet for one. Every man got to have a wallet for what? Nigga, your ID. Because by law, you got to have ID. That's what gonna keep you legal. That ID, nigga, that driving license. What you want? Put your card in there and put that at least 50 in that wallet, nigga. You ain't gotta spend it. Put the rest of the cash, but nigga, put 50 in that wallet for emergency. The concept is you go build a bond with him, just give him some game, but you really dangling that money out there to catching come before the hanging.
Yeah.
Cause at the end of the day, this what they stealing for.
Yeah.
This what they robbing for. And if you can show them how to get this, they'll put them guns down. So the concept, catch a kid, homie, that's what made me create this character and come to the internet. It's come to the internet because I understood going in the juvenile system was cool. That's intervention. But man, we got to focus more on preventative measures.
That's right.
And that's where y'all come in
That's
at.
what we doing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
'Cause I heard you speak on the character. Like I saw when you spoke on Nipsey Hussle, you was trying to explain, you know, about assassinate characters.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody, you know, they just saw the Nipsey in the past, and then they got stuck right there.
Yeah.
They didn't see the underlying message of what you was trying to say.
Yeah.
I got introduced to the man at the funeral.
Yeah.
I got introduced to the man at the funeral. And I noticed most people was there for Nipsey Hussle. And I noticed how they celebrated every time his song came on. And everybody says, long live Nip. But the family is mourning and missing Earmus. When that 7-year-old kid got up and said, last night, Earmus came to me in a dream, and he was in heaven. And he said, what's up, killer? He called me killer. I said, man, this kid had a conversation with Earmus. How can he make this up? How can he detail this to the world? It's thousands in here, man. It's thousands in this state, but who gave this kid the script? I put my blunt out, and I tuned in because I always thought that God spoke through children and elders. He said he was in heaven. I noticed after the death, the family never long lived Nip. They always speak of Earmus. The country that he's from, they honor Earmus. We still got Nip because we can play his music.
Right.
But the spirit of Earmus, homie, where is it? It's gone. The marathon didn't continue because we stuck on Nip, and we haven't highlight the heart of who Earmus was to be able to do what he did for his community, only to lose his life by the hand. So it's easy for me to say fuck the character and embrace the man. Same with King Von. But when I say King Von and I look at the man, where are his friends? Where's the family that can come and tell us, well, contrary to what's said on paper, this is the kind of kid he was. This is how he grew up. Give us a backstory to him. Humanize this man. Humanize him. Don't idolize the character. Humanize this man. And I challenge all rappers to come out of character, homie. They used to come out of character. We used to have platforms where they sit on the couch with Fab Five Freddy, homie, and Fab Five Freddy interview him on and we get the man.
Yeah.
They used to go sit on the couch in the basement with Big Tigger. We get the man.
106 and Pop.
Come on, we used to get the man.
Yeah.
We don't. Now we got all characters, homie.
Yeah.
We got all characters. So our people, Ali. The people got to touch Ali the man. The people used to get to see these individuals as our brothers and sisters and not like many gods. And they've become like many gods to our children. They don't come into the schools where our kids can see them and touch them. Everything is propagated, detriment and negative. And I'm saying if y'all come out of character, y'all can explain what's really going on to us.
So I see like from Martin Luther King, he tried to expose he did expose the immorality of this country with the nonviolence movement.
Yeah.
He was killed. I saw Malcolm X called him out by any means. Now, in our era, our generation, you know, you're taking the bold stance to call these rappers out, to call them back to what hip hop was founded on, to expose.
They killed Tupac.
Exactly.
They killed Tupac, homie. Let me just say this, because I gotta wrap it up, but I'm gonna come back. We're gonna do StreamYards and everything, so we're gonna do more. But homie, they killed Pac. They didn't just kill Nip. So what do you mean by they killed Pac? Homie, Pac got involved with some real gangsters. Them MOB niggas, them mob men, them was some real motherfucking gangsters. Them niggas even killed each other. Homie, Pac wasn't supposed to be caught up over there. If he was, they were supposed to protect him. They whispered in that nigga ear, there you go. They let him take off running. That nigga Orlando, that nigga Pac kicked, that nigga was a real killer and a real gangster. They weren't supposed to let Pac do that. Homie, Pac wasn't no gangster. I thought he was.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
Yeah.
Homie, it's all right, man. I was the kid that wanted to be a gangster, that would have got my life took because I really wasn't it. But I would go to the same list that a nigga who had hate in his heart would, and they could see it. They could see it, homie. A nigga that come from hate, that really got in his heart to kill, they know you ain't that kind of person, homie. But you'll get mixed up with them kind of people.
Yeah.
So when you hear these niggas telling the stories about Pac, they really kind of shitting on him. They really kind of shitting on him. If you listen, because he didn't belong. M.O.B., he started hollering it. He started hollering it, homie. And I understand, nigga, I was pretending the whole time. My nigga.
So when
None of that in my heart.
So when you, so when you got this character, right, the character that you got now, the character that you got online, the way we having this conversation right here, the way we met you, the way I personally seen people receive you. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a couple of spots within the last couple of months, you know, doing different things in clubs. And both times it's been altercations and there's been fights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of this persona about you online, all the things you say, all the things people say about you. But I seen you walk in the club last night and ain't nobody give you nothing but love.
Yeah.
Nobody gave you nothing but love.
I'm pretending online, homie. I ain't as mean as I am, nigga. I don't want to rape. I don't want to rape no white people. Nigga.
Yeah,
I don't want to kill no white people. Nigga, I'm just I'm pretending online just like everybody else is.
Right.
You're showing them the mirror effect.
That's all, man. And I didn't want to blow my cover, but my love for black people, I had to come out and say, man, y'all, this ain't me. I'm really playing.
Right.
But I realized I'm playing it so well, people are stuck on it.
Or do you believe people want to believe that more
They
than
do.
the other?
They do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? People
Yeah.
want to believe that you that because what the alternative is what you really is and what you really trying to do. If they want to believe that, then they got to get involved.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth because the truth comes with work. You know what I'm saying? You want to join this. You want to help me try to get these kids. You know, a lot of people don't want to accept the truth because the truth comes with work.
Well, this is why I say, this is why I can say, man, fuck George Floyd and don't look at the video. Because if I don't say fuck it and I go watch this video and I feel what everybody else feel, I'm the kind of person, I'm going to act on my convictions. I'm going, nigga, man, let me get mad, homie. I'm going to go get my guns and we going to be ready to go to war with the police. And that's the dumbest thing in the world to do. I done been there.
Yeah.
So most of the things I can't look, homie, because as a man, my convictions go make me stand up knowing I can't whoop this nigga and say, nah, homie, that's wrong. You wrong for that. I know but even in jail, homie, my convictions will make me say, nah, homie, we wrong. They wrong. This ain't for the, and it'll put me in danger.
Right.
That's what's happening now. These are my convictions.
Right.
So it's certain things I cannot give my time because my convictions make me say, man, y'all, let's sound the horn.
Right.
So I have to say, man, fuck this shit. And stay focused on helping kids because this is where my spirit at. Right. This is where my spirit will stay good at. Man, if I go over here with these mamas and these mamas crying, every day I'm going to be saying, nigga, fuck you, old gang banging ass nigga. Nigga, fuck you. And those are my convictions.
Right.
Because I'm crying with the mama on the inside.
Right.
I'm crying with my people, nigga, when I see this. And I'm saying, nigga, ain't nobody ready to throw their life away? Yeah. Okay, then, that's smart. Now, homie, we can stop it if we do it like this here. So let's take the emotions out of what we see and how we feel about being done wrong. Nigga, we got to think our way through.
That's for sure.
We got to think our way through this
that's
shit,
a
nigga.
fact. That's a fact. There's a lot of dudes, including myself, that stayed in prison even longer than we should have until we started thinking.
Come on.
You had to start thinking your way out, man. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a product of that because, you know, you get so caught up in doing time and surviving that you get caught up in the life that, well, I got to survive. But then you'll have dudes coming there like other races and other people, and they get all this extra amount of time, and you see them in the law library, and then next thing you know, their sentence got vacated, their sentence got, and it dawned on me when I started seeing dudes go and go like the last 4 or 5 years of my bit, man, I stopped working out every day. I stopped doing this. I was going to the library. And within 3 years of me doing that, being proactive and trying to get my own freedom, I made parole. But this after 33 years. So you talking about 30 years, I was stuck up on trying to survive. instead of trying to get up out of prison.
And I gotta go because I gotta catch a
For
flight.
sure,
But
for sure.
this is what I want to end. Man, part of what they teach us in working with children is that when a child have to go in survival mode, the brain shuts down and they become like an animal. They're no longer analytic thinking.
Yeah,
When
absolutely.
you have to go in survival mode, you are no longer thinking.
Yeah.
Right.
You own nature. You own survival.
Right.
And until you come, you instinctive, right? So until you can come out of whatever conditions, whatever circumstances, or whatever environment got you in survival mode, man, you'll never be able to tap into the thinking abilities of your brain because you gotta survive.
Absolutely.
And man, these babies has gotta survive.
Sure.
They don't know what they go eat when they get out of school. How they go think to make rational, logical decisions when they in survival mode.
Right.
And that's what I'm teaching in my joint, the think tank. And on that, man, we're going to close. I know you got to catch a plane. We're going to do this
Are
again.
we coming back? Yeah.
For sure,
Because
man.
Y'all
we're
coming
coming
down.
to you.
Yeah,
y'all coming to me. Yeah, most
We're
definitely.
going to do this again. We appreciate you coming, man. You know, you was like Push, man. One word, and you kept your word. So, man,
Solid
living
all the way
life
around
after
the boat.
life, man. Charleston White, man. Y'all check it out. Listen to it. Troy Catchmore. I am Troy Catchmore. Banky Pound,
Banky
man.
Pound, TBP,
Appreciate
man.
having you,
Charleston
bro.
White came through, man, did his thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look,
And Dewberry in the
Dewberry
building,
in the
man.
building. Hey,
The
look.
laundry, man.
Hey, look, and everybody out there, man, get the real Charleston White, the same energy you get in character, man.
Let's
Y'all
get to
take
it,
a tap
man.
into
Yeah.
the man,
Yeah,
man.
for
Look at
real,
the man,
man.
man.
Let's listen to this
we met the
interview,
real
man.
man. We met the real man,
We're
man.
going to
So
do
y'all
it again.
tap
We
into
coming
it,
out
man.
there to you, homie.
Appreciate
most
you.
definitely.
Appreciate all
Already
your
found.
people, man. Yeah, nice to meet y'all, for sure.
Dewberry, we got something coming too,
Dewberry,
man.
The laundry
Dewberry
man,
in this
man.
building.
Say 18 years
The
old.
laundry
15
man,
years
man.
old.
Making millions of dollars, and the victim's family have not partaken. None of those fronts took your clothes, gave it in. Took your language, gave it in.
100% way to survive jail or prison. Don't go.
Build your credit up. Why you need credit?
Then 12 years goes by and you don't even get a chance to go up for parole.
Supposed to die so many times, guess that's my afterlife. A lot of shit ain't work for me.